Hi, everybody. So I'm starting over again. I was talking to the guys a little bit, but just to reiterate, this is January 30th, and we are working our way through chapter 2. What I was hoping, or what I asked everybody, was if they were able to see the grade book and if they were able to check their grades, as well as check the fact that I had left comments with the homework assignments. And so basically, if you, let's see, maybe I can do this. I'm trying to get I'm going to share my screen. And this is my student view of the grade report. So if you are a student and you look into our class meeting, and then you can access the grade book up here, and it should show you a listing of your assignments. So for example, right here, if I had a grade, if I were an actual student, there would be a grade right here. And if I click on it, it should show me what the grade is. And then if there are comments, the comments are right here. So if I have anything that I want you to know about your homework assignment, I always put something in that location. So I just wanted to make sure that you were all able to see that. So having said that, does anybody have any questions about the first homework assignment that we've turned in?
Sorry, I was waiting for the air fryer to stop beeping.
These are the important things.
Yeah, so I submitted just like pictures that do you have any experience with like Mac?
Yes. Right.
So I just need to know how to convert to a different file type.
That is a good question. And since I'm not a Mac user, I don't really know. So basically, the way that I've had students do it, there's a couple of different ways. But Brent, sometimes I have students, there's a program called Office Lens that you can put on your phone, and it will write your files to PDFs, and then you can submit them to me. Or if you have any sort of a photo program that will submit them as JPEGs, that would work as well. I don't know how to submit directly from a Mac, so you have to do a conversion.
Yeah, I'll have to find a way to do that.
Yeah, and like I said, the program Office Lens is really super. But I tried last year. I had a student that had that submitted things in HEIC, and I tried mightily to convert them on my end, and I finally just gave up. So that's why I'm turning it back over to you. I don't mean to be unsympathetic, but I've tried to. So okay, thanks, and thanks for not letting the air fryer beep. We might have got hungry, so you never know. So anyway, but so yeah, so that's kind of the deal, and thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, HEIC files, I just have not found a way to convert them. So but like I said, there is a free program called Office Lens that you can put on your phone, and I have had students have success with that. Or anything, if you have a photo program that will take it as a JPEG, that'll be fine as well. Oh, the other thing is, if you come up to the college, you can go to the library and they have a scanner, and so you can do that as well.
Okay.
All right. All right. Good luck. Good question, though. Anyone else have anything they'd like to talk about? All right. Well, so let's take a look at our schedule, and we'll just see where we are right now. You should have submitted homework 1, and like I said, it's been very great. You guys have been a good class. I've gotten your homeworks, and I mean, conversion issues and a little this and that aside, everything looks like it's coming along very well. So today we're sort of in between, but you should have watched videos 4 and 5 and start working on 6 and 7 for next week, for Wednesday. And then homework 2 will be due a week from today on February 6th. Now I will be in class face-to-face with you on that day. So if you have any questions, you can ask me then, but of course you can also ask me between now and then as well. And don't forget, none of this is, if you don't turn your stuff in on time, you're not going to be penalized for that. So if something happens and you have some serious questions and you want to save them for Monday when we can meet face to face, and you can't turn in your homework because of that till maybe the 8th or something like that, that would be fine as well. So yes, Max, what can I help you with?
I just wanted to ask if the videos cover the same things as in the textbook chapters.
Yes, they do. So I record the lectures. The only difference would be the videos are me working from the textbook. So in the videos, I will often work problems for you to show examples. So that's sort of the only extra piece. The material is identical to what's in, I mean, the content and the subject matter is identical to the textbook.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, very good. All right. So, so like I said, I've got our Moodle page up on our screen right now. But basically, and you can see these are from last year. So sometimes I left these up even from the fall, just because sometimes I work problems and there might be something there that's of interest to you, but you're not obligated to watch those. But if you ever have a question or a problem, sometimes I'll have a student who has a question or problem, like here on problem 2.2. I believe I had a student that called me and just said they weren't really sure of how to make this problem work. And so I just went through that work on my own. And so this is just my own handwriting working out that problem to help you. So anything on the Moodle page like that is, designed to help you with your homework. So if you are interested in looking at that, sometimes it can be helpful. So the next piece of material that we'll be handing in, I just clicked ahead and didn't share my screen. Okay, is homework number 2, covering chapter 2. And there are 5 or 6 problem sets with that homework. Each one of them is just a couple of problems. The one note I did want to bring up, in the beginning of chapter 2, they use some different methods to solve these types of problems, force resolution problems. And there are some that they use using a triangle method and some using a parallelogram method. They're very interesting methods, but I ask you to just use not graphical trig, but analytical trig and vector components to do those problems. The reason is that the parallelogram and triangle rule sort of dead end. Once we get out of 2-dimensional space, they're not useful anymore. So in my experience, the most help you will get is if you solve those using vector components and analytical trig. So that's why I have that note there. And once again, of course, if you have problems or questions about that, I hope you will let me know, because I can help you with that. It's sort of, for those of you that have had an analytic trig class, it may, or even Calculus 1 covers some of this as well. So you should have some background in it, but I find that people are kind of all over the place. Some people have had a lot of background, some people not so much. So just make sure that you talk to me when you have problems, and I will definitely help you. And we can either email or text, or we can also Zoom. I was going to show you on my screen, one of your classmates had called. Oh, he is your classmate, but he's in 2 classes of mine. So he had called with a problem in dynamics. And so I didn't have any engineering paper with me, but so I wrote out the solution in this little notebook that I keep. And then I took a picture of it and I sent it to him. And he said he found that to be helpful. So I can help you in that way as well, even if you don't have time to like Zoom with me. If you just let me know something that is not working for you, we can text and I can send you a picture of some of the work to get you squared away. So just don't ever hesitate to use me as a resource. All right. So the next homework set, like I said, will be due on next Monday. And that day I will be back in Powell, assuming I'm flying back from, I don't know how familiar with the geography you guys are of this area, but I'm going to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and then I'm driving to Huron, South Dakota, and they're clear on the other eastern side of the state. And I sort of questioned my credentials as a Westerner for traveling through the Midwest in February. So I'm hopeful that I'm not going to get snowed in or fogged in or any other condition that's going to prevent me from getting out. But I'm remain optimistic, even though I got snowed in here in Cheyenne. So I will, but my plan is to be back on Monday the 6th. And so we can meet face to face. Like I've also told you, you're not obligated to meet face to face with me but I will be there in our usual classroom, and I'll also have the Zoom on. So if you're remote, you can still just Zoom in, or you can watch it after the fact. So any method that's best for you works for me. So other questions? Anything else I can get you guys straight and squared away with, or? All right, gentlemen. Well, I will be here. I'm working all day today and tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday, I'll be flying, so I'll be, it'll be hit and miss, but Friday, Friday's kind of hit and miss as well. But if you need to work with me Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, please just set an appointment or send me a text and we'll get going with it. So. All right, I will stop recording now, and then I'll post this up to our our Moodle page, so that we'll have this. And if you have any questions, just let me know.